Re kata oimore. Erokamano kuom bet koda e odhiambo masani, kata odiochieng' masani, kata okinyi masani, nimar kawuono en tarik 26 dweno mar adek tarik higa mar 2022. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to this broadcast. This is today is the 26th of March 2022, and the time now is 11:25 from where I am. Sorry I'm late, 25 minutes late, but guess what? We've got mail. We've got mail. One called Oboke. Oboke obiro koa kamoro. To adwaro ni mondo wawach oboke ni nikech oboke ni en gima ber ahinya. So we've got mail here, and I want to get into the mail to see what happened. And thank you so very much for those who've been supporting the channel. So let me just check that we're live, and then we shall proceed in a minute. If you're live, if you can hear me clearly, please just give it a thumbs up. Just tell me, hey, something is happening. Yes, everybody, please give me a mail, give me a thumbs up. Just tell me you can hear me clearly, and then that will be a very good time. I can see I'm live on one place with one person watching. All right, for Facebook, those who are in Facebook, if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. But we've got mail, and what's the mail talking about? Edward Amoni said, hey, I have attached a topic that you may consider we discuss in one of the videos in near future. Regards, Edward. Thank you, Edward. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you very much for giving me that. So Edward says, I've attached a topic that you may consider we discuss in one of the videos in the near future. Regards. And what does the mail state? Now, before we go to the mail, I want to thank so much the sponsors, the people who've made it possible that we bring this every day. And one of the sponsors, I will just drop the sponsors out here in a minute so that we can see who has been sponsoring this thing on the background. And thank you guys always for sponsoring this channel. We don't take this lightly. So these are the sponsors: Grace, Adam Otieno, Shana Henry, Ruth Kamau, Iwanyambu, Jane Mapelu, Stephen Abasa, and Atien O. Those are the sponsors so far. Thank you so very much, those who've been sponsoring this channel. I'm very appreciative of what you've been doing to us, and God bless you so much. And if you want to support the channel in any way, please, what you will do is you can go to our YouTube page. If you go to our YouTube page, you'll be able to see. You just click on this here, YouTube page, and then click on the join button. When you join click on the join button, what happens is you can join by either being a bronze member. Bronze members pay $1.99 per month. That is about 200 shillings. Silver members pay $4.99. That is about 500 Kenya shillings. And finally, gold pays $9.99 a month, and that's about 1,000 shillings. Remember, you can always join or leave at your own pleasure. Thank you so very much for the sponsors. So the mail says, suggested title, Heavenly Bodies and Climate Issues. Kindly do Luo translation for the following: sun, moon, stars, comets, eclipses, rainbows, halo, etc. Then names of various seasons. Names of various seasons. And what are the names of the various seasons they talk about? The mail says, you say, January to February, the dry season. March to May, long rains. June to September, cold season. October to December, short rains. Okay, and then let me just push this so that people who write, I can be able to see. Then it also says Lua translation for the following: rain, drizzle, dust devils, dust blown by wind, floods, famine, drought, mist, haze, fog, dew, strong winds capable of blowing off rooftops, hailstones, lightning, thunderstorms, high waves at the lake or sea. What else? Water puddles, temporary streamlets form during rain, the situation where sun shines while it's raining, cracks on land during dry season, especially blood clot on soil, evaporation as it happens when the sun comes out after it's rained, etc. I'm not sure if all the terms have corresponding Luo words. You're free to edit, add content, etc. as you please. Wait, to spice up things, you may talk about Luo superstitions regarding some of the above, giving examples in the Luo language, e.g., the mysterious cockerel that appears to strike people during the lightning. I recall we were discouraged to put on red clothing during rainfall episodes to avoid being struck by lightning, and covering the base of an active dust evil with a bucket results into a snake under the bucket, etc. Regards, Edward. So this is what we are doing today, and today we talk about heavenly bodies and climate issues. As I usually say, thank you so much usually for just giving us ideas on what to talk about. Sometimes I run out of ideas. I'm like, now what will I tell my peoples today? So let's start with the heavenly bodies. Tony has been peeping on the camera since in the morning. Yeah. So heavenly bodies and climate issues. I will start with the sun. And the sun is called Chieng. Chieng. The sun is Chieng. Chieng. Wait. Chieng. Rien. Matek. Chieng rien matek ahinya. The sun is very strong. Strongly shining. Okay. That's the meaning. The sun is strongly shining. Chieng rien matek ahinya. Then the moon is called Due. Due. That's the moon. So, Due ose chako wuok. So that means the moon has started rising. Due ose chako wuok. So the moon has started rising. The stars is Sulwe. Sulwe. Yesu. You see, I want to talk about the star. Sulwe mane owuok. Ndalo mane onyuol Yesu. I don't want to get into that. So the translation is the star that shone when Jesus was born. So Sulwe mane owuok ndalo mane onyuol Yesu. The star that shone when Jesus was born. Okay. Then there is the rainbow, and the rainbow has different names depending on where you come from. The guys from the south and the guys from the south and the central have different names. Some people say Lihudu, some say Ndanya, and some say Lirindi. So especially the guys from Alego would say Lirindi. The guys from south would say Lihudu, and the guys from central would say Ndanya. So Lihudu wuokga mana ka koth chwe to chieng rieny. I hope this autocorrect is not writing its own things. Lihudu wuokga mana ka koth chwe to chieng rieny. The rainbow appears when it rains while shining, or while the sun is shining. So the rainbow appears when it rains while the sun is shining. Lihudu wuok ga manaka koth chue to chieng rieny. So that is a rainbow. And now we move on to comets. Now comets are called nyameto or jometo. Nyameto or jometo. So nyameto inyalo mana neno ndalo ma onge dwe. Okay? Comets are only visible during the times when the moon is not shining or when there is no moon. All right? Nyameto inyalo mana neno ndalo ma onge dwe. So comets, did I write comet wrong? Comet. Comet. I don't know whether comet is like that. Comet.
You put 2 M's.
Okay. It's 1 M. All right, thank you. Comets are only visible during the times when the moon is not shining. So comets are called nyameto or jometo. Okay? That is comets. So far we've talked about comet. We have talked about lihudu and lihudu or ndanya or lirindi, which is the rainbow. We've also talked about sulwe, and we've also talked about due, which is the moon, and we started by talking about chieng, which is the sun. Some people put an apostrophe on the chieng to stress the chieng. So chieng, due, sulwe, lihudu, ndanya, lirindi, nyameto or jometo. And now there are 2 things I could not find their names, but still I will put them here so that in case someone is listening, someone is watching this later, you can always put the name on the comment section to help those who are learning the language or those who are building their vocabulary. So halo, the halo that appears on the sun, I knew its name because we used to say that when the halo appears, then some prominent personality has died. So I knew its name, but I have forgotten. It has refused to come back. I have tried to remember what we used to say, but it has refused to come back. And also the eclipses, the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse. I have not heard that there was a name for all these, the eclipses. So that might be something that someone might comment later. So that's it for the first part. The second part is names of various seasons. And seasons are called higa. So names of various seasons. Seasons are higa. I'm just checking to see that I'm live. Thank you, guys. So there are 4 seasons. There are 4 seasons, and these 4 seasons make up the... Alright, I think we're live. This works. The 4 seasons make up the year. So the higa is the year, and that makes up the 4 seasons. And then let's try out the 4. There's the January to February, which is usually dry. Now the seasons here are the seasons in the Nyanza region, okay? January, February is dry season. And dry season we say ndalo oro. Ndalo oro. That's the dry season. Ndalo oro. Okay? Then we move on to planting, the March to May season when there is long rain. And this is also the time when we plant. And here we say ndalo chwiri. Chwiri. So chwiri is the planting season, and that is when most of the rye, maize, and beans and vegetables and all these are planted. Okay. Then June to September is Ndalokoyo. I could not get its name. I forgot its name too. June to September, when it's the cold season, we usually say Ndalo. I think we have a name for it, but I have forgotten the name. And I welcome, if you have the name, please put it on the comment section. That will really help the people who are learning. But I said Ndalokoyo because cold is associated with Koyo. So I just said Ndalokoyo. Then the last one is October to December. October to December is Opon. Opon. Opon is the last planting season, and that is because it has a short rain. So during the short rains, people are able to plant, and that is why we say En Ndalo Opon. Ndalo Opon. So those are the 4 seasons, and let me just go back again. Opon, Ndalo Koyo, Chwiri, Ndalo Oro. Those are the 4 seasons. Then now let's look at the types of rain and seasons and whatever is happening out there. The first one is rain. Rain is Koth. Koth. You have to pronounce the TH. Koth. Rain. Koth. Koth chue to chieng rieny. Chue to chieng rieny. So it is raining while the sun is shining. And we have a saying, if it's raining and the sun is shining, we used to say koth chue to chieng rieny. Then we say ondiek onyuolo rude. Ondiek onyuolo rude. So we were saying if it's raining and it's also shining at the same time, then the hyena has delivered or given birth to. Do you say delivered or given birth? Whatever. Whichever is appropriate. Delivered, hyena has given birth to twins. So when we were doing, like, when it was raining while it's shining, we could say koth chue to chieng rieny ondiek onyuolo rude. Koth chue to chieng rieny ondiek onyuolo rude. Koth chue to chieng rieny ondiek onyuolo rude. There were some other mixes, like sometimes we could say ondiek onyuolo ora, like the hyena has given birth at the river. I think there was another version. So there are many versions of that. So that is what we call Koth. Koth. And that is one of the mysteries surrounding Koth. Now, sometimes it rains, but it doesn't really rain so much. It is just drizzles every time. Now, when it drizzles every time, we say it is ajiki. Ajiki. Koth mar ajiki mona wuok ka adhi e tich. Okay? The sporadic drizzles are delaying my commute to work. Okay? Koth marajiki mona wuok ga ka adhi e tich. Koth marajiki mona wuok ka adhi e tich. So that means the sporadic drizzles are delaying my commute to work. Then there is the dust devils, that is Kalausi. Kalausi is the dust devils. Now what used to happen is that when there was a Kalausi, we would be told to run and hide because it would carry us away. Okay? But then again, they said if you can manage to trap it, if you can manage to trap the dust devil, then when the other ones have gone, you would come back and get something below the container that you used for trapping it. Okay, I don't know if they were encouraging. There were two thoughts. I don't know if they were encouraging us to go trap it or they were encouraging us to come off and Because I remember my parents were like, when you see the dust devil, please run to the house because it might take you away. But then also some people are like, wait, if you see the dust devil, get a container and cover it so that you can get some. You'll see a snake. Whichever is true, please put it on the comment section. People can learn about it. Okay? Now, there are strong winds in the lake. Strong winds in the lake are called nyakoi. Nyakoi, okay? Nyakoi omono jo lupo duogo e wath. So we shall say the strong winds in the lake have prevented the fisher folk, the fishermen, from landing at the park at the what? The what is the what? At the beach. I don't know what that path is, okay? Nyakoi omono jolupo duogo e wath. Nyakoi omono jolupo duogo e wath. That is a sentence that you'd use, okay? I'm just using sentences that I'm talking about, how you can use it in a sentence, stuff like that. So the storm winds in the lake have prevented the fishermen from landing at the beach. Now there's another one that he said. He talked about dust blown by wind. Now dust blown by wind, I do not have a name for it, or I have forgotten for now. I will, if I remember, I will maybe make a small video and put it in there. So for now, the dust blown by wind, I do not know whether it has a special name. And if it does, I will look for it and I'll bring it out here. Now, the other thing is floods. And floods are called ataro. Ataro, that is floods. So you can say, ataro ne otero dok. Ndoya. Okay? That is a sentence. That says, the floods swept away the cattle. On, or is it on or in? I don't know. On, in, river. Ndoya. Ndoya is the river. Rivayala. Rivayala is also called Ndoya. So, ataro ne otero dok Ndoya. Okay? So, ataro ne otero dok Ndoya. That will give you an idea of what ataro is. Then there is famine. And famine or drought is kech or langi. Langi is especially for people who come from Nyakach area. They like using the word langi. But all the others say kech. Okay? Ndalo kech, nyithindo tho mang'eny. This is a bad example. During famine, many children succumb. Say that's a bad example, but it's still an example, okay? The famine or drought is kech or langi, depending on where you come from. Those who come from around Nyakach area will say langi. Those who come from central and southern will say kech. Okay? Then the next one is a type of fog. Fog is ongwengo. Ongwengo. That is thick fog. There is a lot of types of fog. I'm going to differentiate all of them. But the thick fog is ongwengo. Ndalo chwiri. Ongwengo kwako ga piny okinyi. Ndalo chwiri ong'wengo kwakoga piny okinyi. And remember, when we started, we talked about chwiri here. Let me just go back. For those who are just joining us, you see here, when we were talking about the seasons, chwiri is the long rains right here. So, ndalo chwiri, ong'wengo kwakoga piny. What was the other thing? Boom, there you go. Ndalo chwiri, ong'wengo kwakoga piny. Thick fog. Kwako piny. Hey, English. Thick fog sijui kwako piny okinyi. What is the English word? I forgot it. Thick fog appear or what? Or hug the earth in the morning. That is the literal translation. I don't know what I should put here. Kwako piny. I hope you understand what I mean. But what I mean is fog. There is usually fog. During long rain, there is thick fog in the morning. That's what I mean. So, hug the earth is just kwako piny. I don't know what that translates to. Okay? Ong'wengo. 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 It's a difficult word. Ong'wengo. That's a difficult word because most people have noticed they don't have this in their vocabulary. They don't have ng. Sing. Singer. Like the Ugandans never ever. They say singer. So ongwengo. Alright? Then let's move on to mist. Now mist is a light fog, okay? It's just light fog. And we shall say Luoch ema yudore ema inyalo neno ndalo opon. Okay? Luoch ema inyalo neno ndalo opon ka ichiew okinyi. Yeah, that's a better example. So, Margaret Calori, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you so much, Margaret. Oh, that tells me that now my YouTube, my Facebook is working too. So, luoch ema inyalo neno ndalo opon ka ichiew okinyi. So, to translate this, I would say, now, luoch is light fog. Light fog. So, when you wake up in the morning during the light rain season, you may experience light fog. Yep. Now I've managed to translate well. Those who are laughing that I don't know how to translate in English. Oh, no. So luoch ema inyalo neno ndalo opon ka ichiew okinyi. Okay? Good. So let's move on to the next one, which is dew. Dew is that thing, the waters that appear on the plants, the water that appears on the plant in the morning when you wake up, the grass on the grass, okay? Diang. Okay, this is, I don't know whether it's true. Diang ohero chamo lum mani kod tho. You say tho, not to. If you say to, that means death. So tho. Can you say it with me? Tho. Again. Tho. Again. Tho. Not to. Don't say to. I can hear you saying to there. Say to. To. Dhiang' ohero chamo lum ma ni kod tho. So that means, and this is an example, I don't know if it's true. Cows love eating grass that have dew. Agriculture guys, hebu tuambie kama ni ukweli. Tell us if it's true, this statement. I just put words together. That has dew. Hey, that has. This thing is saying that has dew. I don't know. Kisungu sio yetu. Sisi Jaluo. So dew is to, dew. The next one is heavy dew. You know you can have dew and you can have heavy dew. Heavy dew is called nyiru. Some people say minyiru. Nyiru or minyiru. And this is heavy dew is as a result of when there's a lot of precipitation, okay? If there's so much precipitation, usually in the morning you'll find this very heavy dew, especially if it's very cold at night, okay? Minyiru yudore ga ndalo koyo. So, heavy dew is experienced during cold season. Minyiru yudore wait, what is this? Minyiru yudore ga ndalo koyo. Kata minyiru, whatever. But you get the drift, okay? Minyiru yudore ndalo koyo mean heavy dew is experienced during the cold season. That is minyiru or nyiru. Nyiru or minyiru. Alright? Then let's move on to wind. And wind is called yamo. Yamo. So there are many winds. So breeze, this would be a breeze, okay? A breeze is yamo. Let's say breeze, okay? So breeze is yamo. Or wind, yamo, breeze. Because yamo might be something else. And I would say etie yencha. Nitiere yamo ma kuto mamit. That's a nice example. Etie yencha. Nitiere yamo ma kuto mamit. Under that tree, there is a very nice breeze. So breeze is yamo. Under the tree, there is a very nice breeze. Etie yencha. Nitiere yamo makuto mamit. Nitiere yamo makuto mamit. Then strong winds. Strong winds are called auki. Auki. Strong winds are auki. These are winds that can the English word can destroy the roof. The ones that can destroy the roof. Auki omuko. Omuko tado maka madala. Tado mar dala omolo. Okay? Strong winds. Winds have destroyed omolos angoa roof. Auki omuko tado mar dala omolo. So strong winds have not really destroyed, but they have removed the roof, okay? Auki omuko tado mar dala omolo. So strong winds have destroyed omolo's roof. Omolo's roof. Now, if there is a wind with a storm, then it's no longer auki, but now we call it ahiti. 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 Ahiti ka ogoyo gweng'. Ahiti ka ogoyo gweng'. Nyaka yiende lwar piny. Ahiti ka ogoyo gweng'. Nyaka yiende lwar piny. So when winds with a storm pass through a village, the trees must fall. When winds with a storm pass through a village, the trees must fall. Okay? Ahiti ka ogoyo gweng'. Nyaka yiende lwar piny. Ahiti ka ogoyo gweng'. Nyaka yiende lwar piny. Good. So let's move on to the next one. And the next one is yanda. Yanda. So afternoon sea wind. Yanda. The afternoon sea wind is called yanda. So let me put a sentence now. What would be a sentence? Wawuogi ka pok yanda obet mager. Okay? Wawuogi ka pok yanda obet mager. Let's leave before the winds get stronger. Wawuogi ka pok yanda obet mager. So let's leave before the winds get stronger. Wawuogi ka pok yanda obet mager. Let's leave before the winds get stronger. I think that is a good example. Is it? What don't you think it's a good example, guys? Yeah. That's a good example. I agree. I know you agree where you are. So the next thing is hailstones. Hailstones are called pe. 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 Hailstones. Pe. Nyoro godhiambo koth mar pe ne ogoyo cham ma oketho te. Nyoro godhiambo koth mar pe ne ogoyo cham ma oketho te. So yesterday evening, hailstorm destroyed all the crops. Okay? Nyoro godhiambo koth mar pe ne ochwe ma otimang'oa ma oketho cham te. So a hailstorm destroyed all the crops. A hailstorm destroyed all the crops. Nyoro godhiambo, yesterday evening, koth mar pe, a hailstorm, ne ogoyo cham, rain on the crops, ma oketho te, and destroy them. Then if there is lightning is called mil polo. Mil polo. And one of the things about mil polo is that we were told that if you have a red cloth and polo is milling, if there is mil polo and you have a red cloth, then chances of the lightning seeing you increase. So the physics guys should give us why they said so. They said if you have a red cloth and mil polo catches you, the chances are very high that you will die. At least that is what we were told, okay? Let me write that in Luo. Kamil polo ka irwako. Ka irwako nanga ma rachar. Ok marachar. Marakwar. To mil polo oyudi. Polo nyalo goyi ma I to. Hey, terrible. Ka irwako nanga ma rakwar, to mil polo oyudi, polo nyalo goyi ma ito. So, by translating, I would just say, when you have a red dress, and lightning strike, then you have high chances of being struck, then dying. Not even just being struck. The structure nigisi struck. Okay. Ka irwako nanga marakwar, to mil kolo oyudi, polo nyalo goyi ma ito. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Your physics, yeah, Jowadu, come and help us. Is this true? That was a very, very, very common thing that we used to say. That when it's raining, in fact, when it was raining, we never used to wear clothes that are not, what do you say? Clothes that are even brown, maroon, you know, versions of red. You know, like for boys, red is maroon, green, light brown, all those we could not wear them because we knew that we were 1 minute away from being struck by lightning. So nobody wants to die, you know that, right? So if you don't want to die, you don't get into the Ginenemar Polo. Good. The next one is thunderstorm. So lightning and thunderstorm are different. So thunderstorm is more polo. More polo. And again, the word more, if you say more and you say more, are two different things. More. Say, can you say it with me? More. Let's say the other one. More. Let's say the other one. More. So more means the sound. That is the direct translation, okay? Thunderstorm is sound heaven. More polo. More polo is joy of heaven. So you can see how close they are. More is joy, but more is thunderstorm. More polo. Buogo nyithindo matindo. More polo. Buogo nyithindo matindo. Thunderstorms scare little children. Thunderstorms scare little children. More polo buogo nyithindo matindo. More polo. Then we have high waves. High waves are apaka. High waves caused by strong winds. You remember strong winds were also called yanda, but high waves also are called yanda. High waves caused by strong winds are yanda. So, yanda ne ogoyo. Yanda ne Ogoyo. How do you call the thing? I'm talking about the boat. Ye. Ne onimo ye. Mar omena. Yanda ne onimo ye mar omena. So that means high waves caused the sinking of the boat used for fishing omena. Omena is a silver cyprinid, something like that. I think so. High waves caused the sinking of the boat used for fishing silver cyprinid. That is yanda ne onimoye mar omena. Yanda ne onimoye mar omena. Good. So I think now today we've been very successful, and there are things that I've not yet done. The rest of it I've not done. That is water paddles. I've not done that. And I would urge that please, if you followed me all this long, can you please look for what water paddles are? Temporary streamlets formed during rain. That one I've not done. The situation where the sun shines while it's raining. When we say Dondieko nyola ora, I haven't done that. The situation when the sun shines. Then cracks on land during the dry season, especially on black cotton soil. And lastly, evaporation as it happens when the sun comes out after it has rained. So those 5, it was almost time to start streaming, and I could not finish the research. Okay, so those 5, please, I will urge you to look for them. Now, there's this that he said. I'm not sure if all the terms have corresponding Luo words. At least I've tried most of them to do most of them. And almost 90% had corresponding Luo words. Then we shall talk about the Luo superstitions regarding some of them by giving examples. And that we've also done. I think we've done justice to the mail that we got. So thank you so much, Edward, for giving us this mail. And those who are watching us, please, you usually welcome to send us mail. Just send mail to Luo English Dictionary at gmail.com. Just send us mail at luoenglishdictionary at gmail.com. Give us example suggestions of what you want us to talk about, and we shall be glad to talk about whatever you told us. So that is our Gmail address, and we thank you so much. We look forward to hearing from you. Now again, the last call as we wind up, the last call is, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. Don't just watch the videos, subscribe. So the reason, if you subscribe, what happens is it helps us get viewership, because it will tell your friends that now you're talking about, you're also looking at some other channels that are new. Also, please join. If you haven't joined, please click on the join button. Now, if you join, it means that you're willing to support the channel. We want to start producing videos for children. So videos for children require animation and all these graphics, and so we are not able to do that because we do not have the financial muscle. So if you want to support this channel so that we can get videos that will help your children and the generations to come, you can give us as little as $1.99, and that will help us to produce the content, because we shall be paying for the software, and also we shall be paying for the designers. So $1.99 a month. Remember, you can cancel anytime. You can cancel anytime. And also there is a silver, which is $4.99 a month, and that also you can cancel anytime. And finally there is gold, which is $9.99 a month, and that also you can cancel anytime. So those are the 3 available ways of supporting the channel. if you support this channel so that we get to produce content that is good for children, we shall really, really, really appreciate. And these are the current sponsors. Thank you so very much. Again, I want to just roll out the names here so we show them some love. Please go and show some love to Grace. Grace has been very, very, very supportive of this channel since we began. Like, she's supported us for more than 2 years now. So please go show some love to Grace Report. Share some funny videos on her report. She has some reports that she does every day. So just go show her some love. Gia Wanyambu, thank you so very much. Adam Otieno, thank you so very much. Shana Henry, thank you very much. Ruth Kamau, thank you very much. Jane Mapelu, thank you very much. And Stephen Abasa, thank you very much. Atieno. Oh, yours is hidden behind my name. Sorry, Atieno. Let me remove my ugly head. Atieno, thank you so very much. And guys, I think with that, I will come to an end, and I hope to see you tomorrow when we talk about something else. I hope we can, if I can get the guest. You remember there was a guest who was to come in here. If I can get her tomorrow, I will bring her. But then if I cannot, tutajipanga. We shall just arrange ourselves. Hey, Cynthia. Otherwise, si mubarikiwe baba. Si mubarikiwe, good people. You have a great one, and God bless you.